From the PEP Radio Newsroom, we have this news from Wisconsin. Defenders of a Wisconsin judge found guilty of felony obstruction for helping a Mexican immigrant evade federal officers raised alarms Friday about judicial independence and said they hope the conviction will be overturned on appeal. But the Trump administration hailed the conviction, which is punishable by up to 5 years in prison, as a sign that no one is above the law. A jury found Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Hannah Dugan guilty on Thursday night after a 4-day trial and 6 hours of deliberation. The jury found her not guilty of a misdemeanor concealment charge. No sentencing date has been set as of Friday morning. The verdict was a victory for President Donald Trump, whose administration filed the charges and touted Dugan's arrest, posting photos of her being led away in handcuffs. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi posted Friday that no one is above the law. No one can obstruct law enforcement as they carry out their basic duties, she said in a social media post. The Department of Justice will not waver as our agents and law enforcement partners continue to make America safe again. The case inflamed tensions over Trump's immigration crackdown, which, with his administration branding Dugan an activist judge, and Democrats countering that the administration is trying to make an example of Dugan to blunt judicial opposition to the operation. U.S. Attorney Brad Schimmel, a former Republican Wisconsin Attorney General and judge, denied the case was political and urged people to accept the verdict peacefully. Some have sought to make this about a larger political battle, Schimmel said. While this case is serious for all involved, it is ultimately about a single day, a single bad day, in a public courthouse. The defendant is certainly not evil, nor is she a martyr for some greater cause. Dugan's defense attorney told the jury in closing arguments that the top levels of government were involved in bringing charges against Dugan, but prosecutors argued Dugan put her personal beliefs above the law. Steve Biskupik, her lead attorney, later said he was disappointed with the ruling and didn't understand how the jury could have reached a split verdict since the elements of both charges were virtually the same. Dugan's attorneys were expected to appeal the verdict. That's what we know for now from the PEP Radio Newsroom. I'm David Moore.